hold up. Oh, no, my nipples is tweaking. What? Roscoe, guess what I just found out? Regina done got Rufus one of them hermetical, who's his what?
What?
Them hormonical.
You talking about one of them things that you stick up your ass?
No, we're not talking about the kettle ground. We're talking about the hormonal. To make the hee sound.
Oh, them goddamn things. Hey, man, I got some memories with them goddamn things. I used to have some fun with them things.
Rufus, go ahead and play one of them old-fashioned lines. Go ahead and play it.
Goddamn, Rufus. They got shit, boy. Damn. That boy good.
Oh, my darling.
Oh, my goddamn Falcons. Oh, my Falcons. Oh, my Falcon queen.
Okay.
There you go, Rufus. There you go, boy. Keep goddamn playing that thing, boy.
You know what? Let me go put a shirt on for a tweet.
Hey, yeah, oh, them goddamn nipples falling out like they did last night. That's too much. I said too much. Goddamn. I ain't get that. Hey, forget what I just said.
I just blew them on with some of that JB Wells. Let's get to the show.
Nah, I used some of that. You that big all last night, goddamn. I had some fun, boy.
I'm trying to tell you. That's it. Now let's get to the show. These people up here is getting sickle face.
That motherfucker, that boy good. Hey, man, y'all need to tip that boy. Get that boy to the spot, goddamn.
That's it. Now, let's show you what he looking like.
Oh,
come on,
my
man.
Lord.
Goddamn dog. Goddamn Rufus, man. Y'all give that boy a round of applause. Goddamn Rufus.
I tell you what, boy, that boy on my back hair. I've ever seen.
Goddamn Rufus. That goddamn man, y'all give Rufus a hell of a goddamn. Get that boy applause. Get that boy.
That man is
that
goddamn
goddamn
that
thing.
shit right there, boy. What in the
That's right. I'm talking about that. Look.
Oh, man.
Goddamn Rufus.
Michael Stevens.
Damn.
Hey man, y'all better get that boy $2, $6, whatever, goddamn. Get that boy a bill. Get that boy a super chat for a bill, goddamn. That boy good.
That boy
Wow.
Right about now, that boy need a $40. There you go.
Coach, you wasn't expecting. Coach wasn't expecting that.
I definitely wasn't expecting that. I was like, what the hell? That's fucking for real. Oh,
I told you that boy good with that thing.
Ooh. Boy, you amazing with some crazy stuff. That right there.
Hey, y'all thought it was a game, boy. Rufus good with that thing, boy.
Hey, I'm about to say, boy, for the OG, they should know already.
Is that a good harmonica? Is that a good harmonica?
That's good one right there.
Okay.
I gotta get back there. I gotta get back to actually learning how to play this thing, though.
Shit, I ain't think you
You can't tell. You can't tell, goddamn.
I was like, is he playing that thing?
That boy Rufus played that thing, boy.
Look, all I need is one of them moonshine jars where I go.
Man, y'all get that man Rufus. Boy, that boy playing that goddamn thing,
That's
boy.
the best 4 minutes y'all heard of your life.
Yeah, hey, you better tell him, boy.
I was like, he's still. Hey, I thought you were going to give out a river. His ass is still playing.
Thank you.
Oh, my
Boy,
Lord.
I forgot, boy, you got to have breath control for that.
You got to have some air. That boy, my lungs hurt.
Oh, goddamn.
I used to be real good. I used to be real good as a kid. It's been a long time since I really played.
Man, listen. Look, listen, made my back hairs get goosebumps.
Hold on. We got to do the $1.99 super chat.
Wow.
Yes,
There
sir.
we
We
go.
got Brian Peoples for the $1.99 super chat. Where's the banjo?
Oh.
That's it right there. He said, I thought y'all.
I wasn't expecting that when I came on.
We thought y'all had a
Coach hopped in and out, boy. He was like, boy, I don't know what
the hell, Coach? Like, what the hell?
Like, I had to clear my head for a second. What the hell
Hey, definitely shout out to Coach, because Coach sent this to me. He didn't think that I was actually going to do what I was going to do.
Not like that. He's actually playing that. I thought he was going to be playing. His ass got rhythm and shit with it. Stephen Wonder Jr.
Hey, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
So look, man, we glad y'all on here on the Friday, man. It's the ATL Sports Endgame. Oh my goodness, man! Look, before we get to we get to the people in the chat, I want to get to my brothers on the panel. We had the refreshing interlude. First of all, we got the man to my left,
I'm known tonight as the 18th Bronze Man.
The 18th Bronze Man, yes. We gonna call him Harmonica Jack.
From Little Creek Nowhere.
Man,
oh wow, Little Creek Nowhere.
I don't know how that one K-Style played the hell out of that damn thing. I'm like, he's playing the fucking harmonica.
Oh man.
Hey, I told you that boy good with that thing, man.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, look,
that's old school K-Style.
I'm actually like, damn, he's playing that.
Yeah,
yeah.
You shot the shit out of him. You shot the hell out of him.
You shot me because I was like, yeah, he's got a fucking rhythm too. He's playing with damn music. Okay, I'm good now. I think I'm back now.
So right below him, below him, we got Senator Palpatine, aka Roscoe, aka Mad Mike. This man has look. Rufus didn't tow this thing up already. Mad Mike, how you feeling over there?
Hey man, look, I'm glad old school K-Style's back, man. We needed that. Y'all didn't even know y'all needed that. Now you know you need it.
Yeah.
Like you said, if anybody remember when we first started it, this right here was key. Right.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Oh man, look at this. Appreciate it. Brian Peoples with another $1.99. He said K-Style is the new Little Walter.
Hey, I can get me some vodka with that. Hey, I appreciate that. $4.
Hey, $4, boy.
Wow, that's crazy.
One more
dollar.
Oh
man, look.
Y'all hell, boy.
There you go. And now we got Coach Unchained. He's the unsuspecting neighbor. He comes in with all the foolishness.
He shot the hell out of him.
For the harmonica, man.
Like I said, tonight, right now, he don't know what to say.
I am Stevie Michaels.
Wow.
Hey,
right.
I told you that boy good, man. Yeah, that boy good.
I believe you.
You did. Yeah. Look, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute since he played
I'm gonna send him a harmonica. I'm gonna see what he's gonna do. Shit, he shot me a little bit.
Right. Well, see, you got K-Styles on the harmonica. I am now Stevie Michaels. I got my glove on and my glasses, so you will see me periodically bobbing to the beats left for K-Styles.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna get to the show. But first,
Lord.
First, what we want to do before we get to everybody in the chat, man. We got some great news to tell you guys right quick, man. Shout out to our very own Coach Terrence Mattis. Man, Mike, I'm gonna let you do it, man. This right here is
that's awesome,
a momentous occasion. You got the floor, man. Yeah.
Awesome,
hey, man. I want to make sure everybody can hear me when I say this. Y'all hear me fine?
Yes, sir. We hear you.
All right. So this is near and dear to me, man, because not only is this guy
Like in my childhood, he's one of my childhood heroes. Guys that I like playing football myself, quarterback, wide receiver. Um, with this guy, somebody you looked up to. He's one of the main reasons why, like, I really got invested into football. Um, and around '97, that's when I really got. I was a casual watcher, watch of the game, and he captivated me. Guys like Jamal Anderson, Chuck Smith, um, Ove Mughali, all those guys, man. And today, we've been campaigning for a good minute for him to get a coaching job, and today he received that from the university, Morehouse College. He is the head coach, and like, man, I'm overjoyed. I'm happy. This is a strong Christian brother. He took all of us under his wing, and he did not have to. He did not have to take us under his wing and really show us the game, have us, meet quite a few people, have, teach us the game. So I appreciate Terrence Mattis, and congratulations to him for becoming the new Morehouse Maroon Tigers head coach. Congratulations, Terrence, man. I hit him up earlier today, man, and like I said, this brother right here, I can tell you, a strong Christian brother, and he lives by those. He really lives this. All right, he really lives this. When you talk about helping people, I don't think I haven't personally met a football player that gives more than this guy has. When he likes you, when he sees something special in you, he really gives it all. All right. So congratulations to Terrence for this. I don't like calling him Mr. Terrence Mattis. He don't it's like I'm not that old, all right. But congratulations to that man, though. Like that this is a great accomplishment. He's been, God finally gave him exactly what and he never wavered. He knew he was gonna get his opportunity, and that's what we always say. He's the head coach. That's the thing. He's the head coach. That is amazing. Another black brother getting this opportunity. Yeah, he's the head coach. So congratulations. Like, he's one of the main reasons why AFN, man. We know a lot. Like I said, he took us on his wing, and he did not have to. He showed us the ropes. He showed us how to do this thing properly. You know what I'm saying? So I commend him for that. Congratulations. Thank God, man.
So shout out to Terrence Mattis. Like I said, he's continuing to do a lot for us, and I know he'll do great things for Morehouse. So shout out to him, Coach. If you're watching, man, congratulations from everybody here at AFN. So we'll be seeing you soon. To celebrate with you. But now let me go ahead and get to the people in the comment section right quick before we get this show started, because we got a serious show for y'all tonight. So y'all bear with me. StreamYard over here acting like Dirk Cutter. We got in pole position, we got A137 Sauce, we got Pat Norris, we got Engine number 9, we got Georgia Texas boy Brian Peoples, the financier tonight. We got Andrew G, Jay Diaz, Evan Trax, we got John Sinclair. What's going on? We got JB. He said the hillbilly's back at it again. Weed doggy. We got About Whatever. He's an old chicken hauler. Miss Sonia Howell. Let's see. We got Deshaun Caswell. What's going on? We got Yusuke Knight. Hey, look, man. Like I said, again, we appreciate you guys for the $1.99 super chats. We got Dre Murphy. What's going on? We got 3 Dirty. What's going on? Let's see. Mucho Grundy. Eric Mack. All right, Kevin O'Connor. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got Dre True Statement. All right. Let's see. We got William Amy. What's going on? Christy Lewis. She said, Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Christy. And we got Rasta Soul. All right. Now, with all of the foolishness out the way. Oh, yeah. K-Styles going to be playing it.
Get used to it, y'all. Get used to that.
I'll put this up here right quick. Bam.
Nah,
Okay. And before we do that, let me go to my brother Blackberry. Blackberry, what's going on? We know you came in after the nice, good old fashioned foolishness. Thank
After
you for
the
jumping
introductions
on
and
the panel
whatnot.
with us.
Yes, sir. I
But
appreciate you having me. The super villain. I know him. I call him Juan. Y'all know him as the super villain. So shout out to you, Juan. And shout out to my girl Christy Lewis in the chat, rocking that home team bomber jacket.
Appreciate
Y'all
it.
just look, check out Christy Lewis in that bomber jacket.
All right, bet.
Okay. Shout out to Chrissy for getting the home team bomber jacket. That's what's up. Now
Oh
we
yeah,
getting
oh
ready
yeah.
to upset y'all eyesight. This right here. Now,
My eyes.
read the topic. Well, I'm just gonna read it since we're gonna get. You see them two? Yeah. Gah. Final discussion. Matt Ryan versus Michael Vick. Lay it all out on the line. Just let that sink in for a minute, because some of y'all ain't seen this picture in a long time. So I want y'all to see it real good.
Damn, one
Oh,
hitting
yeah.
everybody
You see how they look?
with the boomstick.
Tonight. They looking at us because we getting ready to tell y'all the truth. Oh. What'd you say, Blackberry?
Oh no, I ain't say nothing.
All right, now that we took that memorabilia off the screen, come on. There we go. Now, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go with Coach on this one because we gonna set this up. I want the coach's perspective on this because I know a lot of y'all right now we didn't rip the Band-Aid off, and some of y'all gonna be in y'all's feelings, which we expect. Coach, this right here, final discussion: Matt Ryan versus Michael Vick, and we are saying this for a reason. What's on your mind when that comes when that discussion comes to you, bro? What you think?
Roof notes, man.
God damn it.
Hey, you calling for roofers now? Don't
No, what comes to mind? Exciting and consistency. Yeah, one guy that was very exciting. I mean, you can't take away he was excited. He revolutionized the way a lot of these kids see the quarterback play now. Run and throw the ball when you think you want to throw it. There's no what's the word I'm looking for? It took him a long time to learn how to do it, but Mike Vick, excited. He threw like he run. That's what you see a lot now. Matt Ryan, he gonna stand up high. He gonna take that hit, but he gonna deliver that ball. He was consistent at doing that. The man missed 2 games in his whole career, guys. So consistency. So is there a comparison? Who I'd rather have when it comes down to winning? Yeah, I want Matt Ryan to win, but I like that excitement also. There's nothing to take away from Mike Vick, but a winner is a winner. Simple as that.
Okay. Now, for everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel, I want y'all to pay close attention to what Coach just said, because Coach right now has thrown an alley-oop, and we'll talk about that later. So keep that thought in mind. Let's get to this $5 donation. Appreciate it, man. Bubba Got Beats. Hey, man, thank you very much, man. Look, we try to be entertaining as well as informative. Now I'm gonna go to my brother Blackberry right quick, being the defensive guy that he is. From your memory, what comes to mind when you see this topic right here?
From my memory, I remember Michael Vick being one of the most electrifying figures to ever grace an Atlanta team. When Vick came, a lot of what he did is as far as the entertainment aspect, it transcended football, and I think that's what makes him an icon. The way he changed the game of how the game was played in the NFL from a defensive standpoint. Look, there had been quarterbacks before that wasn't sticks in the mud. Steve Young wasn't a stick in the mud. Warren Moon wasn't a stick in the mud. You had guys that could move around. You know what I'm saying? But there's moving around, and then there's what Michael Vick did. It was otherworldly. So you're looking at two different quarterbacks here, y'all, Matt Ryan and Michael Vick. Whatever Vick would have learned as being a pure quarterback in his career, he still probably would not have been Matt Ryan as a quarterback or on his level as a quarterback. But you don't take anything away from what a guy does well, and you don't take anything away from that of what makes him different. And I think when we had when the fans clash between Matt Ryan and Michael Vick, you're taking away from what Matt Ryan does really well that makes him different. Because when I look at quarterbacks, I'm not just looking at mechanics. I'm not just looking at arm strength. I'm not just looking at awareness in the pocket. I'm looking at what makes them different. And what made Matt Ryan different was his Iron Man gene that he had. You could hit him as much as you wanted to. He was going to get up. And you could hit Matt Ryan, he going to get up. He going to be even more fired up than he was when he wasn't getting hit. And he's going to go out there and he's going to throw a damn near perfect game afterwards as long as, the conditions, allowed it. This is two different quarterbacks that deserve their respect in two different manners. We are fortunate as a city, as a fan base, to have had a Matt Ryan and a Michael Vick behind center. Most teams don't get either of these kind of guys ever. And we've had the opportunity to see them. Now, of course, we want championships, but listen, man, the energy in the city when you went to a Falcon game when Michael Vick was playing quarterback, it was different. The energy was something that you just can't explain, man. It brought people together. Sports does that anyway, but Michael Vick brought, like, you could be coming out of a Falcon game after a Falcon win and you want to go run a 40-yard dash against somebody just randomly in the streets. That's the kind of energy he brought to the city. And for Matt Ryan, it was, listen, man, if you put the right pieces around that dude right there could get you to glory. And because of that, they both deserve respect in their own manners. I'm happy and glad as a Falcon fan to have the opportunity to go see both of them play live and in person. I won't trade it for nothing, man.
Okay. Now, Mike, we're going to get to you, and I'm going to get to K-Styles because me and K-Styles really got a reason for doing this right here. And this is our thing. But, Mike, what is your take on this when you see this right here?
Well, for years, the Falcons organization, fans have never garnered the respect that we deserve. We deserve in Atlanta, in Georgia, in the South. We deserve a certain amount of respect. I mean, not even a certain amount. We deserve respect. When you come down to the music, to the culture, to the food, to how we are accepting of others. In our country, we get millions of people that come through Atlanta. So this is a culture. It's almost like New York. It's like a melting pot for the culture. And I'm talking about the world culture. And we're going to get into that. But when you look at what Matt Ryan did for this organization, he gave us respect. They could no longer say that we're a poverty organization. They could never say that we're an organization that doesn't have and never had excellence. We got there from Deion Sanders. All right. We got there from Deion Sanders. Said, all right, you guys know how to draft, you know how to pick, great players, but no longer could we say we did not have a legend. This guy's one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever lace him up, and there will never be another guy like him. As far as Mike Vick is concerned, I think the thing is, I don't even think he realized, and I don't think a lot of Falcons realize that he made the media respect black quarterbacks. Let me say that again. He forced the media, because before Mike Vick, there was guys like Randall Cunningham, Steve McNair, all these guys, Warren Moon. No disrespect, but they did not respect those guys. You had to respect Mike Vick. You had to. He sold tickets. He sold out. When I'm talking about TV, everybody who not even Falcons fans, Jew is from VA. Jew is from Chicago. He became a Falcons fan because of Mike Vick. So you had to respect the black quarterback and what he meant to the NFL. All right, and the culture of football. So Mike Vick, in his own right, he is an innovator, and he is our Martin Luther King. He is our Malcolm X, because he forced the media to respect him. He forced the media to respect quarterbacks, and this is why we got black head coaches like Terrence Mattis. We got guys like Gerard Mayo. We got quarterbacks like Trey Lance and all these guys, the Dak Prescotts. He forced the media to take notice of black quarterbacks. All right. When he came in, the general consensus is he good enough. Well, guess what? He was good enough. Dan Reeves believed in him. He traded a hell of a player. He traded a lot of picks just to get him. He believed in it. So if it wasn't for a guy like Mike Vick, and if it wasn't for a guy like Dan Reeves to actually sit and show people that you can change, that the game is good, if you have a certain quarterback style, the mobile quarterback, you can win. Nobody respect black athletes. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. The national media never respected black athletes until Mike Vick came. He forced him to. They didn't respect Deion. They called him they called him all types of names. They did not like Deion. So what Mike Vick did, and like I said, he don't even realize how he changed the game just by his presence, how he dressed, how he talked, how he looked. He forced. They weren't accepting of black athletes when it came down to cornrows and starter jackets and baggy, saggy pants. Like they didn't do that. Like they never respect black athletes like that. So at the end of the day, man, one thing I'll say about these two quarterbacks, they forced the media to respect Atlanta. And whether they want to admit it, y'all still living that dream. Y'all still trying to recover. You're trying your best to relive that Mike Vick era. Mike Vick and Matt Ryan did that for this organization.
All right, K Styles, man. What you got? I'll give my take, and then we gonna really jump into the next topic because it's gonna be a gut punch.
This a saucy topic here, Warren. You started out with that sauce.
Hey, look! I got the pepper coming up. Don't worry. Yeah. It gets better.
Now, as Falcon fans and outside people looking alike, as we look at where this organization is right now, as far as trying to find that identity, this is one of those things where a lot of Falcon fans are kind of in an uptick and an uproar because, like y'all said before, like y'all already said, we've been blessed in the last 20 years to really only have, well, let me see, you said 2001. In the last 23 years, before 2021, we've only had 2 quarterbacks in this organization that was significant. These last 3 years, we've had 4. Mm-hmm. Michael Vick, like you said, 98 is when I started really paying attention to the Falcons like that because, like I said, I wasn't really a big football fan growing up like that. Mm-hmm. But I can still remember when he got drafted, the Atlanta Falcons commercial. If those that don't remember that commercial, was when they were advertising the team, when they had the song "Boom, Here Comes the Boom, Here Comes the Boys from the South."
Mm-hmm.
When I look at Michael Vick, I look at wasted potential.
Mm.
And what I mean by wasted potential is when Dan Reeves was down here, Dan Reeves got the best out of him
Hands down.
coming up. And I think what ended up happening, and like you said, I can remember watching the ESPNs, watching Sundays, and like you said, it ain't even necessarily the runs that really I was really a fan of. Like you said, it was some of the dart passes. Because like I said, him and Algie Crumpler connection. That was like one of my favorite things to watch on a football Sunday was him and Algie Crumpler. But remember, those two came in together. Now, Michael Vick didn't revolutionize the quarterback position as far as the athlete aspect of it. He was the money maker. He made money. You know how none. Let me show you something.
There we go. Right there.
You took my point, K-Styles.
You want me? You want me to show you something?
Go ahead.
Y'all ready to see this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The game. And he said that at a game too.
See, y'all see that right there?
Mm-hmm.
You see that? You see them? See those Falcon uniforms that you saw? Those were the Michael Vick era uniforms. But like I said, and I think what ended up happening with Michael Vick was we fell so much in love with the excitement of him making those type of plays, running the football and stuff like that. We started bringing in personnel here that really didn't care about the development of him as the quarterback. So you really never saw the real full package of Mike Vick. And Mike Vick didn't help himself neither. Well, we gonna say he didn't help himself neither. But I call it one of the biggest what ifs. What if Dan Reeves would have stuck around another 2 or 3 years? Would we really be seeing the Michael Vick that we fell in love with, or would we be seeing another stratosphere, as I should say?
Okay. Well, I'm glad you threw me that alley-oop because when I think about Michael Vick and Matt Ryan, I think about the tale of two greats. Mike Vick did for the Falcons what Michael Jordan did for Nike back in the 80s with his brand. Michael Vick became a brand and they forgot about the player, like K-Styles said. This young man right here was one of the first to get a $100 million contract. Okay? He was a brand. This man transcended the United States. He was worldwide. And because the brand overtook the quarterback, they forgot about the quarterback. Yeah, K-Styles, what's up?
This game was the real reason why I never played with the Falcons on a Madden game. I'm going to tell you that now.
Right.
I was so damn sick and tired of playing the Falcons. I got something for that. Look, I used to play against the Falcons all the time on here. I could beat any Falcon player. I used to be able to beat any Falcon player on the planet. I'll tell you that now.
Now, Matt Ryan, on the other hand, personified the athlete and the position of quarterback. And that's what carried us to the wins because as much as I love, Mike Vick, as much as he was a brand, as much excitement and as much transcending as he did for the team at that time, Matt Ryan gave the fans what they complained about, which is the wins. But because of certain situations, he wasn't able to complete what he was able to do. Like and don't before y'all try to get your thongs in a knot. I'm not taking away his mistakes either. Him and Vic both made mistakes, but they're a tale of two greats. They transcended this team at different times for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? And like K Styles said, that's when I became a fan in '98. I became a fan of the team in '98, so I lived through all of it. Because a lot of people around me, we used to talk about Mike Vick and the Wildcat. That was the one of the main staples they talked about on that offense. If you know, you know. But with that being said, this is what I want to segue into, and this right here is gonna hurt so good. And I'm gonna take point on this because I'm gonna let my brothers have it after this. The culture in Atlanta versus the community. Now, let me give y'all some education right quick. Culture and community are not the same, and they're not interchangeable. The community creates the culture, not the other way around. Reason being, because the community is the body of people that uphold whatever culture is being put out or whatever culture they're trying to create. And when we look at Vic versus Matt Ryan, and yeah, this is Black History Month, so y'all about to get that work from me. When it comes to black quarterbacks, and while Mike said Mike Vick made them put respect on black quarterbacks' names, is because when you see a black quarterback, you think of him running. You think of his athleticism. When you think of white quarterbacks, you think of intellect, progression readings, throwing the ball, knowing how to read defenses. So when you got quarterbacks now like Mahomes, when you got quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, even like they used to play for Philly back in the day.
Donovan
Donovan.
McNabb.
For Jalen Hurts.
Was it Nick Foles?
No.
I think
Black
you're
quarterbacks.
talking about Donovan McNabb.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
Are you talking about
yeah.
recently?
Donovan McNabb.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Back then, Donovan McNabb. Yeah, see,
Okay.
that's what you think about. See, when you think about greats, you think about people like when we came up, you think about Joe Montana, arm. You think about Terry Bradshaw, arm. You know what I'm saying? You think about people like Tom Brady, arm. When it comes to the black quarterbacks, what do you think about when you hear Lamar Jackson, legs, Justin Field, legs, Mike Vick, legs. You see what I'm saying?
Randall Cunningham, legs.
Legs. You see what I'm saying? So that's a very serious dichotomy that nobody wants to talk about, but that's the truth. So when you have somebody that's very instrumental, Vic had an arm. When they did that, I remember the commercial when they showed Vic throwing the ball from one end of the stadium to the other. That blew people's minds. Why? Because that had really never been seen before. And if it had been done, it was swept under the rug. And this is the reason why you got people that have a problem with Desmond Ridder. They got a problem with, you know what I'm saying, when Pat Mahomes got in the league, they had a problem with him because those guys blurred the lines. You know what I'm saying? People really didn't know when Pat Mahomes got into the league, he knew he played baseball. You got to have an arm in baseball, especially the position. You know what I'm saying? They didn't think that, Desmond Ridder could actually throw the ball. He's throwing the ball quite well, even though people dislike him. But it's the mixing of it. And this is why we tell y'all all the time, culture is fine, but culture is like a fad. Community keeps going and going and going. As a community, we're supposed to support the logo. And whatever we create by supporting that logo, that becomes the culture, not the other way around. This is why we tell y'all, do your homework, do your research. You should know more about your team than ESPN, than Fox Sports News, because they give you a narrative and they quote it as culture. That ain't culture. That's a narrative with an opinion attached to it, and it ain't got nothing to do with your team, because they don't give a damn about your team. They give a damn about likes, views, and the money that they make from the narrative. Now, y'all brothers can have it.
Who want to follow that up?
Well, let me start by saying this. I don't give a damn about culture if it don't come along with winning championships. Let me get that. Let me get my stance on that clear before I get into my soliloquy. I don't give a damn about culture if it don't come with championships. I, I'm, I'm not a nostalgia type kind of guy. I don't get caught up on nostalgia. Okay, and when there's culture, but it don't come along with winning anything, that's nostalgia. That's that's just that's just somebody. That's just a group or a person that's just living off of hype. I ain't for that. I'm for results, positive results. If the Atlanta Falcons culture is subliminally supposed to be that of the urban community and hip hop, you know, players coming into the games wearing FUBU or whatever the damn case is, whatever they wearing these days. I don't damn know. I wear uniforms. But if it's all about that, and then when you walk inside the stadium and you look up in the rafters and you don't see nothing about no Super Bowl, you don't see nothing about no championships, I could give a damn about culture if the culture ain't brought me no victories. Now, as far as the community goes, in the community that creates that culture, I'm a part of that community. We all here on this panel right now are a part of that community. And my compadres here, they get scorned a lot for saying anything that's opposite of so-called culture. But see, we part of that same culture. You think we don't like quarterbacks that can run fast and jump high? You think we don't like receivers that can run people over after they catch the ball? You think that shit don't make that shit make my dick hard? I like all that. I like seeing somebody getting their block knocked off coming across the middle. That's why I really get up for. I really get up on Sundays, on Saturdays, Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays for the high school games. I really get up to see somebody get their block knocked off. That's the culture I'm interested in, the football culture. Because football takes you away from your day-to-day reality. Football takes you away from the bills that need to be you need to make an arrangement on the lights, on the water. You gotta ask your whoever you pay your car note to if you can pay next week. You gotta ask the daycare if you can pay half today, half later. Football take you away from that. Football kept me out the streets. Football kept me out of trouble. Football kept my head on straight. So my culture for football is the respect for football. Respect for it enough to understand the difference between what you see on MTV and BET compared to what you see on a football field. I respect football because football has given me most of who I am today. And without it, I don't know who I would be. For those of us that have played and took it seriously, that's how we look at football. We don't look at football as too legit to quit. We don't look at it that way. We look at it as dirty birds. We look at it as what comes from football, what's birthed from football. How did football take care of me? What has football done for me? That's the culture I'm interested in. Because usually that culture come along with winning in some shape, form, or fashion, whether it's as a player, whether it's as a coach, whether it's as a fan. Somewhere along the line, you're going to get some victory in your life because you respect football. So I'm not for all the urban stuff, man. I love the color of my skin. I love my brothers on this panel. I love everybody in the chat. I love my brothers and sisters, but my brothers and sisters, I'm here to tell you right now, we got this culture outlook all fucked up because we worried about the wrong thing when it comes to football. You got to separate your reality from football because football is a whole nother kind of reality. It's a whole nother realm that in my head you'll never understand because in my head I'm a lunatic. And most of us football players, that's what we rely on football for. Balance. That's the culture I'm interested in.
Well, before we get to Coach, I want to read this right here. R. Chapman, appreciate you, man, for tuning in. He said, culture has done nothing but give us an empty-ass trophy case. 16 winning seasons in almost 60 years. What culture are we talking about? One word, and K-Style says it every time, symbolism. But before I dive into that, Coach, what you got, man?
You already answered this shit. Culture, man. I haven't lived in Atlanta in a long time, right? And I've seen a lot of things change down there. A whole bunch of things changed since I left from down there. But you talk about culture. That culture in Atlanta is changing anyway. Mm-hmm. So they're taking away your communities that you did have. So your culture is going to change anyway. So there's a difference, but your culture is what you have. You know, I consider my culture as being raised in Atlanta. That's where I live up here. I'm from Atlanta. You live in Washington. Yeah, I live in Washington. I'm from Atlanta. But my community is here. Your community has nothing to do with the culture of a football team. Anyway, a football team that's a team. That's totally different. You don't build a culture with a football. You build it's like a unity. Football is a unity. It's not a culture. A culture is how do you put it? Oh my God. A football culture is
the way a collective people live.
Yes, yeah. Everybody in football don't live the same.
Right.
So, but your community is just where you from, man. That's a house. That's like something in your house. What happens in your house stays in your house. That's what a community is. Something happens in your community, you keep it in the community. So, yeah, that's Atlanta culture. It's changed. It's just changed. I know that for a fact, man. So.
Okay. So we got the professor dropping in Atlanta in July. Okay. Coach, he might be around the time you might be coming in if you decide to come in that month, man.
I'm coming in July. I'll be there in July. I got to tell Maggie what day. I got my dates. I just got my tickets.
Okay.
Red and black, y'all.
Okay. Right. So Mad Mike, because I know we hear this word thrown around quite a bit, and all of us that understood, you know what I'm saying, what game of football means to us. What is your take on this right here? Because you know, they said that word culture is thrown around like that word elite is watered down at this point.
I'm elite. No.
You ain't right.
You are elite, Coach. You are elite.
So we're talking about the culture and the community, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's very few places in Atlanta that in the city of Atlanta that I haven't stayed. All right, all from Perry Home, from East Lake Meadows, Kirkwood to all the way to Scottsdale. Like it's
Mike,
it's
you my kinfolk, ain't you?
Hey, hey, we might be.
You've been there where I've been.
Yeah, it's not a place that I haven't stayed. The Avondale Estates, you know what I'm saying? I've been in a part of every culture of Atlanta there is. I worked in Athens, you know what I'm saying? And one of my dad's best friends and one of my mentors, Mr. Walter Abbey, you know, like he taught me about business. He gave, you know, myself a dream in order to, kind of build my own personal business, a paint business. You know what I'm saying? So I've been trained by every type of person you can ever imagine. So when I think about culture, man, it's disrespectful for a certain side to say, all right, this is our culture. No, our community. All right, this is all about the community. Culture is disrespectful to human beings in itself. Nobody can say, all right, this is ours, because we got guys like Eminem, we got guys like Beastie Boys, we got guys um Mark Wahlberg. I mean, I threw that out there, but like these people love our quote unquote culture. So it's disrespectful to for black people to just say, it's our culture. No, all right, it's the community. All right, and that's what I think we should focus on. Community. I hate the word culture because it's disrespectful to it's disrespectful to people in general. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I like to fish. I like tennis. I'm like, if I could actually play golf and my hand was so goddamn jittery, I would play golf too. Like I could play pool. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could fucking swim like Michael Phelps. Like I wish I could do all that type of shit, but I can't. So it's disrespectful for black people to try to claim something that belongs to the community. It's bad. So when we talk about culture, the culture is disrespectful. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful for people like Patrick Mahomes, who is white and he's black. Can he say, "Oh no, I don't want to be black today"? No, it's going to be disrespectful to his mom, his dad, and it's going to be disrespectful. It's disrespectful to a lot of people who are have a number of just a number of family members and whatnot. So when it all comes down to it, man, um, I really could care less about. I could really care about culture. All right, it's all about the community, man, and we all are part of the community. And hold on. Let me say this about here. Let me say this because I didn't really get a chance to speak on this. All right, I'm sorry. I gotta call it. I gotta haul. I gotta speak on this. I gotta speak on this right here. This right here is what I mean by who the fuck are we to tell somebody that they can't dance? Let me say that again. Who the fuck are we to tell somebody that they can't dance? That's the question. That's the question that I have. Because you look like a certain, you can't dance and you can't say swag. Like, come on. Like, who the fuck are we to tell somebody that they can't like a song? Who the fuck are we to tell me that they can't sing or rap? Who the fuck are we to tell somebody that they can't like a certain thing? It's disgusting and it's downright disrespectful.
I personally, I don't give a shit because music is universal. It's been universal. It's gonna be universal. If we are worried more about people doing swag surfing, then we got a whole lot more bigger problems than just football. I don't give a shit about that. I don't. Why? If you and here's the thing that for the people that are bothered by this, the same thing we say about football, we say about TV, whatever. You have a choice. If you don't like something, you have a choice not to look at it, not to, you know what I'm saying, support it. Period. Nobody put a gun to your head and made you watch Kansas City and them doing swag surfing. It's called cut the TV off or change the channel. You got the best. You have the best remotes on your face. They're called eyelids. Close them and don't watch. You got the best. You have the best transportation plan on your shoulders. It's called your neck. Turn your head and look away. We gotta stop with this acting like we're forced to see stuff we don't like. cut the TV off, get off social media, and go play in the yard. Y'all so emotionally affected by, oh my gosh, they're swag surfing. Oh my gosh, they picked this head coach. Oh my gosh, we got this quarterback. Oh my gosh, the uniforms look like this. So fucking what? Everything you complain about, you got a choice not to watch it or participate in. Period. Arthur Blank don't make y'all watch the Falcon games no more than any other owner makes you watch them. So what? And I mean, this is no dig at you, Dre Harris. I mean, great question and whatnot. But we got to get out of this mode of, you know what I'm saying, oh my gosh, the shock value. You entitled to your own opinion and how you feel about stuff, but guess what? You also are entitled to responsibility to change something. You don't like it? Like, go turn your stove on, wait for it to get hot, and then touch the hot stove. If you don't like getting burnt, don't touch it again. Don't sit there with your hand on it. This is some bullshit. My hand is on fire. This shit hurt. That's what y'all look like. That's what y'all look like. You don't want your fingers smashed. You don't want your fingers hurt. You gonna smash them in the door. This is some bullshit, man.
If you don't want it, and Kill, you got something to say, but like if you don't want to see Taylor Swift, don't fucking watch the Chiefs. It's that fucking simple.
Right.
Don't fucking watch.
She gonna bring the NFL a lot of money.
Look. Let me tell y'all something. Taylor Swift has made Kansas City more money than probably they will ever make in 10 years with the attention they get. Guess what's going to happen? Nobody's going to say, Taylor, you got to get about the box. You got to leave the stadium. Because don't do that. Don't do that, Taylor. Don't show up because these fans are mad at you. They're going to be like, they can cut their TV off. You can leave the stadium.
She's going to like, bitch, you know who I am? My name is fucking
entitled outrage. That's what I call it.
That's what she's going to say to you.
Right. Y'all, look, this culture got entitled outrage. Yes, I said it.
Oh, that's a crazy.
Dang.
Go ahead, K Styles. I know you got something to say.
Yeah, you calculating the foolishness.
There is a reason why we started the show with the Matt Ryan versus Michael Vick conversation. Now, this also ties into what y'all say is culture. The culture. Matt Ryan didn't fit the culture. Desmond Ritter don't fit the culture. J.J. McCarthy doesn't fit the culture. Arthur Smith don't fit the culture. Can you really call it a culture if you don't own it?
That right there.
You have a whole country in Korea who's making more money off of our culture than anything that y'all have ever seen.
Yeah, K-pop. Yep, K-pop.
K-pop is the new shit.
And I know. Most of your daughters listen to K-pop.
Oh, my Lord, tell me about it.
Man, Naomi. Oh, Nate. No, my God, Naomi.
My daughter loves K-pop. I don't know how, but I know how she got it.
Yeah, we know K-Style.
Yeah.
I like to eat at K-pop. That's about it.
Yeah, they got some good. They got some good. They got some good shrimp fried rice.
Hey, right. But when it comes to the Atlanta Falcons and this whole divide between Matt Ryan and Michael Vick and these two eras is really what the major issue is why nobody really takes this fan base seriously, because it's at the end of the day, do you see a championship banner hanging up at the stadium? Do you see a Super Bowl stage?
This what I got. This what I got right here. That's Dirty Birds. That's all I got.
And we're looking at instead of embracing the two quarterbacks that's within this franchise, the two quarterbacks, like Mike said, and Blackberry, and everybody on this panel has said, have been two guys that help make relevancy of what the Falcons are. Because there was a point in time where you couldn't even watch a Falcon game on TV because they was blacked out.
Right. Talk about that.
Bruh, like without Ted Turner,
Direct
Braves country wouldn't be what it was, bruh. Trust and believe. Without Ted Turner, Braves country wouldn't be what it was.
That's why radio is so popular in the South because we couldn't watch it on TV.
Exactly.
Right.
And
there was a
point.
point.
That's a great rhetorical question. That is
there was like you said, there was a point in time here in Atlanta where the only games you'd be able to catch were 49er games, Steeler games, and Cowboy games.
That part.
I remember those.
That part.
That's why you have so many Steelers, 49ers, and Cowboy fans in Atlanta, because that's all they had to watch.
Yep.
Right.
But when we look at Michael Vick and what he's brought to this team in the short period of time that he's been here, because we already know the incident happened, and unfortunately, it went down the way it did. You still have the portion of those fans that's still mad at the franchise because they moved on with Matt Ryan and they still never let it go.
Right.
And this is the problem here in Atlanta that is never going to be resolved until we get out of our own emotional bias and start looking at the team for what it is.
Say that again, K Styles, because a lot of them just ignored that. Say that again, please.
We have to get out of our own emotional bias, move the hell on, and embrace the team for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
We got the crowd over here that's making fun of the people that supported Desmond Ritter. Okay. The shit didn't happen. Okay, move on to the next one. We got the people over here that's crying about Justin Fields. We got the people that's crying for Kirk Cousins. We got, like I said, the team cannot build a winning culture if you're changing quarterbacks every 2 to 3 years.
Yep. Yep.
Regardless of what round they was picked in.
Exactly.
Right.
But what makes people joke about what the Falcon fan base is not the 28-3 jokes. Because I moved on past 28. You can't hurt me with 28-3. Look, it is what it is. You can't.
I'm gonna laugh right along with you.
Hey, yeah, shit. We blew the damn game. Okay, shit. What else? The problem is I'm gonna tell you what Atlanta culture is. I'm gonna tell you what the culture is. Juan said one word earlier: symbolism and validation. We're looking for so much validation from people that we're willing to ignore our own past that got us to this point. Like I said earlier, Michael Vick was one of the biggest what-if stories in this franchise history, because in 2002, you saw what he could get to, and where he could develop further into. But the problem was we fell in love with the symbolism of Michael Vick that we didn't give a damn about Michael Vick, the quarterback.
That part.
And the quarterback never developed until he got to Philadelphia.
Now, let me ask you a question on the back of that. And I'm going to ask everybody in the chat. And I want y'all to be honest or as much as you can stomach honesty. When the last time Symbolism won a Super Bowl? I'll wait.
Symbolism doesn't win shit.
What we're seeing right now is, like I said, you got fake outrage over change. And here's the thing that people got to understand: if you want something different, you must do something different.
Mm-hmm.
I love the time Michael Vick played here. I love the time Matt Ryan played here. They're not here anymore. If I want a championship, I must look to the people that are here right now, what they're doing, to see if they're going to get me a championship. If I want different, I got to do something different. That means as a
Mm-hmm.
fan, as a content creator, I have to change my mind on what's in front of me. Now, we all gave our little stint on what we thought about. Right? Notice something? Have you noticed the disrespect they are creating on that coaching staff? They want different. They're doing stuff different. And Atlanta, I will say it, and I will die on this hill. Atlanta was never the team that was known for developing players. We were the South biggest turnstile when it came to players. Why? Because we had greats, we let them go. Because why? We wanted to so quote unquote hold on to the culture. Go ahead, K Style.
So what you telling me is that the Atlanta Falcons is Amazon? That's what you trying to tell me? The Amazon warehouse? That's what you telling me?
Yeah, 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 yeah. If we send you a player
What
and we
the
put him
hell,
on the
Chris?
field and you don't like him,
I have no
and you don't
idea,
like
bro, but
him,
I guess it
you
does
can send
match.
him back in three. You
Bro, Amazon be
you can
turning
send him
over
back for 3 days,
motherfucking workers on a daily basis.
bruh,
But let me ask.
bruh. It's
But
it,
let me ask. Hold on, Juan. You just made me think of a question. I want to ask everybody in the chat this question. We talked about it earlier. What is the stick? And then, like I said, we're going to talk about the black quarterback. We're going to talk about this right here. I'm going to get this question out the way. What what is the stigma of the black quarterback that most people here in Atlanta don't like people talking about? Is that they're only good for athleticism. They only good for running.
hmm
But how can you be upset at that stereotype where the very stereotype that pisses you off is the stereotype that you judge quarterbacks on?
You know why? Because it gets the most attention. Think about this. The very thing you don't like in your life gets the most attention. If you don't
Mm,
like paying bills, that gets most, and most of us don't. That gets our attention. If you don't like people disrespecting you, that gets your attention. If you don't like problems and stuff breaking down in your house, that gets your attention. Anything we don't like gets our attention. So that stereotype bothers us. So we judge everything by that stereotype because it gets our attention.
mm.
Plain and simple.
Got the $10
Like I
super
said,
chat.
okay, we're gonna read this. Terry Lloyd, $10. Appreciate it. He said, as for the Falcons, it's not about the culture, community, or traditions. It's about building a narrative, and our so-called beat writers continue to build negative narratives from the inside and out. And that, Terry Lloyd, that's true. But Mike said something very, very important maybe about a year ago. It's us in the community that have a responsibility to hold them beat writers to task. Because who do the beat writers work for? They work for us. Because if we're not watching what they're writing, they don't have a job. So if we don't hold them to task about what they put out about our team, then guess what? They write whatever sounds good and gets them paid. Again, the community creates the culture. And when it comes to the team looks at what the community likes or what the community wants and says, okay, we need to build something that represents the community. The culture comes along is the culture is basically the reaction to what's being built. So if you got people at the AJC or you got people at the Wall Street Journal that write negative narratives about the team, it's our job to hold them to task. But what we do is we watch them and complain about what they write, and then we go ahead and follow right in behind them and shit on the team. So I can't hold them accountable for something I'm doing. I can't sit up here and tell Mike and none of them, hey man, we should back the team up, and then I'm on Twitter talking about this team sucks. What? I'm a hypocrite.
Can I say this right quick?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. This is about an hour, 10 minutes here. You can tell all your best friends all the run tell that's this. As Falcon fans, we're all losers.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna keep it real. We are all losers. But the thing about it is, you don't always have to lose. This team hasn't won anything.
Right.
But it's this ideology that because I want to see this team win, and this mindset of, okay, I'm not advocating for this certain player to be on this team, hence that's why I'm a loser. The reality of it too is, if you're a Falcon fan, you're a loser.
Expand on that, Kev.
What I mean by that is we've seen this team struggle, and we've seen OG Falcon fans that've seen way worse than what we've seen. There's no championships here. The Atlanta Falcons have the fourth worst winning percentage of any franchise in NFL history.
Mm-hmm.
But we continue to watch them. So with the stigma of them being a loser franchise, which technically makes us all losers, but that makes us all different though too. Because if you're willing, like I said, if you're able to endure the criticisms of being a Falcon fan, and you watching the team on a weekly basis, and you here for the logo, not conditionally based on what players on the team, but if you here for the logo, it runs in your blood.
Mm-hmm. Win, lose, or draw.
Yep.
Can I
see,
can
people
I
gotta
expand that a
understand
little
too.
bit?
Winning. Yeah. Go ahead, coach.
What also what K-Star was kind of alluding to also, you guys are putting all this expectation on a team that hasn't won anything. I can see we'd have won the Super Bowl or whatever and so on and so on. But you guys come to a new coach, a new quarterback. You expect these guys to be the best thing going today. They haven't won. So and until you win, you're putting too much pressure on people. You put not pressure, too much expectation on something that hasn't even shown you they can do it. I hate to say that, but
you haven't seen a consistent formula from this team in damn near 10 years.
Exactly.
Now,
JD has said it right there.
Yeah. Now, guess what? I'm gonna piggyback off what both of y'all said. Winning and losing is a mentality. It starts here first. So my expectation for my team is to win, but y'all got to understand something. Winning is a process also. It's step by step. You don't get to skip steps because you want the end result right now. We watched a lot of teams do that. This is why we said, and I'm going to continue to say, this team is being built from the inside out, with other pieces being additions. The coaching staff is putting people in position that where they can help players be successful. The first thing you got to realize is there's a problem. The second thing is you got to say, okay, if I come into your organization with a winning mindset, the first thing I need to acknowledge is there's a problem. and then I need to fix the problem. I don't need to gloss over the problem and run the team and then say, oh, well, we just didn't make it this week. We just didn't make it this week. That's the problem. A winning mindset, you got to do stuff in steps, and it got to make sense for that organization. This is the reason why, if you pay attention to what the Atlanta Falcons are doing now, yes, Raheem had everybody up in arms and, oh, yeah, black man. Watch what he's doing behind the scenes with Terry Fontenot. Watch the people we're bringing in. Watch the positions we're putting back right. Because now, guess what? The finished product on the field is going to look 10 times better. This is why Terrence Mattis says championship pedigree.
Let me say something real quick. This is a simple analogy, man. It's a simple analogy. All right, so if you spend 90% of your time talking about how bad or how much you hate a person, and one day out of the week you say, I love you more than anything in this world, is that really love? Because 90% of the time you're shitting on that person, you smacking that person, you calling that person this, and then you talk, and then one day out of the week you say, I love you. This is how the Atlanta Falcons fans are. 90% of the time they telling on social media, they harassing these players, calling them garbage, and these are supposed to be the fans. These are the people that say, I'm here, ride or die. But 90% of the time, y'all shitting on them. 90% of the time, when you hear somebody else, a Stephen A. Smith, or Skip Bayless, D-Led, the beat writers, the Falcoholic, blogging dirty, 90% of the time they shitting on the team, and then y'all say, yep, they is terrible. They terrible. It's like, if look, I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all know this shit. Y'all, look, motherfuckers in the world of hurt, they fuck with anybody AFN. Y'all know it. I'm gonna get in that ass. You fuck with my family, I'm gonna get in that ass. I don't give a fuck if they did anything wrong. The true definition of love is being with them through thick and thin, the good and the bad. You can't be shitting on the team and shitting on the person, and then one day out of the fucking week we talking about, man, I ride for the logo. I ride for the logo. Every time you in the fucking conversation with somebody, you saying, yep, man, that did really, man, he ass, man, he ain't never did good. Knowing damn well you lying. This is why a lot of people don't get it. You do not get it, and you will never, ever get it, because you are so focused on what's going bad. All right? There's a lot of good things that we've never had an owner like this. We've never had a winning owner in the history of the Atlanta Falcons.
Look, you don't have the Smiths.
Bro,
they was losers, bro. Smashing, like I said, you smashing people, like stealing their cars, stealing their shoes out of like, what we doing, bro? Y'all talking about y'all love the logo, but you spend more time shitting on players than you do. Like, when the last time we said Chris, see, this is another perfect thing. This is a perfect example of what the fuck I'm talking about. Trae Young get all I'm talking about in Atlanta. This dude is the greatest Hawks besides Dominique that we've ever seen, and he gets absolutely disrespected. This dude putting up 27 and 10. There's never been a player in the history of the game who's been disrespected more than him. And where's the fucking outrage for the with the Hawks fans? Nobody is petitioning.
That's right again.
Right.
Again, we should be rioting right now in the NBA. We should be sending petitions. We should be boycotting. We should be screaming at the top of our lungs at every fucking game. Every fucking game. Respect Trae Young. Respect Trae Young. We should be, but other teams, they petition. They make sure that they get their guy in. We can't even come together to get Trae Young respect. But we want to sit there and say, man, I want to win. I want to win. I want to win. I want to win.
They put up 32 and 15 against KD and Devin Booker tonight.
But wait, check this out. And I'm gonna hit somebody. I'm gonna hit somebody on the head about Ritter. y'all do realize with the ones that talk about Ritter being bad, you do realize he won 90% of the games that we won this season. That's 6 games out of 7. Taylor Heineke won 1. So I'm trying to figure out how a terrible quarterback wins 90% of the team's games in the season. Mind you now, he ain't it. Y'all don't like him. His hair too curly. He used Perk Plus. But he won 90% of the games this season for this team.
We should be riding for this team. We should be riding for Trae Young. We should be riding. We should be making the NBA go through hell for disrespecting our guy. And nobody gives a damn.
So
go ahead, kid. I'm sorry.
So my bad. Go ahead, and finish it off.
No, I'm good. Okay.
So what it sounds like to me is we have an issue. I say it like this. It sounds like the majority of the culture in Atlanta is actually friend zoning themselves from the team until they get good.
Make me feel good.
Trying to wait on that girl after high school till she get the braces off and get the contacts, get her hair straight, so take off the overalls.
Yeah.
You wait on her to do that instead of appreciating for what she is now and being with her as she blossoms into her young adult self. See, I look at this. Look, we all done said this team ain't won nothing, and like Coach said, you're putting expectations of a winning team on a team that ain't won nothing. It's like finding a recipe. It's like finding the right recipe. The difference between my chicken breast that I cook at home and the chicken breast at KFC, I never get it to that. That's been pat. They found the perfect recipe. Chick-fil-A. It's the perfect recipe. It's gonna taste the same. It wins every single time. What I do here at home, it's gonna change every time because I'm always trying to get it to taste like Chick-fil-A, KFC. Until I got the recipe, it'll never be that. See, the Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, he had a recipe and he fired it. They ain't been the same since. And he's steady trying to figure out his own recipe. Well, you had one that worked. See, we gotta find that recipe. But see, as a fan base, everybody wants something different. Everybody want this for a quarterback. Everybody want this for a head coach. Everybody want this for defensive lineman. But see, it's just like with that edge rusher. Everybody's overlooking the development of Arnold Ebiketie. Everybody's overlooking the development of Zach Harrison with the tutelage of Calais Campbell. You still got people saying we need to go get that big pass rusher. Did you not see Arnold Ebiketie after the bye week? Did you not see him? The boy looks like he's figuring it out at a rapid pace. See, when you finding a recipe, sometimes the recipe is homegrown. Eventually, I'm gonna get that chicken. If I'm really dedicated to it, I'm gonna get that chicken breast to taste like KFC's or Chick-fil-A's if I'm dedicated to finding that recipe. But if I'm shopping other places all the time, if I'm never trying to figure it out for myself, I never get
it. This fan base is suffering from a condition called end result envy. We're looking at everybody else's end result saying that should be us instead of creating our own end result.
I mean, they love what CJ Stroud was doing, but what happened to him in the second round of the playoffs? No.
I'm going to tell you what happened to CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud's athleticism ran into experience. And I've said it more times than not. You can be athletic all day long. Nobody escapes the process. At some point in your career, at some point in the season, you're going to run into a more experienced team that's going to figure you out. And until you develop to be able to get beyond that experience or show experience of your own, you're going to get beat. That second round, he was exposed as the rookie that he was, not taken away from his athleticism or accolades to get him there. But he ran into experience. I'm sorry.
So
The
what you say
same
about
thing
that?
that happened the same thing that happened with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson's athleticism ran into Andy Reid's experience. And you saw what happened. I'm sorry. It has never translated any other way in any other sport. You got athleticism that runs into experience. And usually the athleticism it loses because it runs out.
Mm-hmm. What you about to say, Coach?
No, I'm. Y'all was talking about Trey Young earlier. I'm looking at this All Star voting thing, right? I thought the All Star game was based on the fans' perspective,
It was.
It
Oh, it
used to.
was.
but
It
it's no
used to.
longer. It's no longer that no more. The
Yeah,
fans,
it's
the
because
fans is the tiebreaker.
yeah, it's because of the NBA that there's a disdain, and like I said, this has been something for Trey that since he came in the league.
So
This ain't something new.
How is Jalen Brunson better than Trey? I
That
don't get that.
that yeah,
Sounds
that's the
familiar.
thing. That's the thing. This has been for whatever
It's
reason.
stupid.
See, this is look. Let me say it like this. Let me say it like this. I'm gonna put the spotlight on myself. All right. I'm gonna put a flashlight under my chin, and I'm about to tell y'all something. It's the reason why motherfuckers don't like me. This why motherfuckers don't like me. When you're confident in yourself, you believe in yourself because you actually research and you do the damn job and you work hard, they hate you because they cannot. And it's not that people can't, they won't. You're too lazy. It's easy for you to sit up here and hate somebody else because they're confident in themselves. He's confident in himself. He walks, he talks, he says it with conviction. He smiles when they spitting on him. He smiles when they throwing stuff at him. They can't break young dude.
Right.
You can't break him. That's the whole fucking point. It's the same thing how I felt about Kobe Bryant. I hated his guts because he was so fucking confident in himself. And I said, you know what? I was wrong about this dude. This dude is a fucking animal.
Mm-hmm.
When they can't break you, when you're confident in yourself, they despise it because they say, "How dare you believe in yourself? How dare you be confident? How dare you sit up here and say, yes, I am that damn dude. I'm that motherfucker because I work hard and I research." This is why they can't. This is why people hate confidence. Why? Because they look at themselves and they look in the mirror and they say, you know what? I don't like what I see. So they look at somebody else and they look at somebody else and say, why the hell are you so confident? What makes you so damn good? It's because I have the willingness to learn.
Mm-hmm.
See the
With
And
problem
Trey,
is
learn.
with Trey is he get it differently.
Mm-hmm.
He gets heels differently from how we've seen anybody get theirs, and
right.
it don't look familiar to them. He ain't the size that the guys get the numbers getting. He got a swagger about him like you can't touch me. I'm gonna make you look silly, and they don't like
Mm-hmm.
that.
They
They
don't
don't
like
like
it.
that.
Right.
It was the same thing with Allen Iverson when he first got
Yep.
in the league.
Bruh.
Yep.
Jordan will tell you that. He gave Jordan hell. He
Man, they
gave
tried to break
Jordan
Jordan in
absolute
half,
hell.
man. It's the same when you're confident in yourself. People try to they want to make you bleed. They want to make you hurt because, like I said, nobody like to see a guy smiling all the fucking time. Let's keep that real.
Look, look,
Like,
look.
what the fuck is you smiling for? Ain't nothing funny. Ain't nothing cool. Everybody hate the smiling motherfuckers. Let's keep it real.
He
This-
you look. The thing is, you will never be a better version of another person ever. Nobody will ever be a better version of me than myself. Ever. People cannot swallow my sarcasm. And guess what? I don't give a shit. This is me. You either like it or you walk away. And this is the problem they have with this panel. This is the problem they have with AFN. You will never be a better us than we are. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm shouting out all the run tell that. There will never be an insult that you can throw at us that we can't throw back. You
And
will
it's quite
never you will never throw an insult at me that's gonna make me question myself. Why? Because you can't do what I do. You can't do
it's
it better
quite
than me.
it's quite a few of them in here too. So I expect
No, I know.
yeah, like I said, eyes is everywhere. I'm going to reiterate this.
And
I haven't reiterated this in about 2 years. When we say we got eyes everywhere, believe me, we have eyes everywhere.
and salute. Go tell your mama. Go tell your uncle. Go tell your benefactors. Go tell the people that you pillow talk with. All of them. Y'all will never be a better version of AFN than AFN. I said it. Timestamp it. Swallow it. Take 2 in the morning and call me later. Whatever you want to do. Y'all can hate. Y'all can throw all the shade. Y'all can say all this little goofy stuff. We's gonna be here. But guess what? You keep coming back. Why? Because we's them dudes.
Nobody should dim their light because somebody don't like it. Should never dim your light. Be the best version of yourself. This is why AFN is well. Like we are who we are.
Yeah.
We are who we are. I'm not gonna like my thing is if you can't sit down and have a man on man conversation with me, what the fuck am I listening to anybody for?
Right.
This right here.
Let me see what he said. Brian People said
That
you
right
can't
there.
throw a
Brian
rock
Peoples
in
with
there.
the 199. Go ahead, K Styles.
Can't throw a rock to hide your hand. That's why I said from this point on, if my brothers up here may agree with me on this, I may be by myself on here. But as far as the community, as far as what we seeing on here on YouTube, I am delineating myself from that pack of wild wolves. Because it's been way too many times, and this is why I talk about when you talk about community. Like I said, the Atlanta Falcons community, as far as online searches, news, is one of the smallest markets on the internet.
That part.
But you can't build the community to be bigger where you're trying to stomp all over each other.
Mm.
Oh, and let me say something else. You see this collective right here? We have one goal in mind, and that's the facts, the stats, and the truth. You can stick 8 people in a room that got 8 different commonalities and 8 different purposes, and it ain't gonna work. Eventually, y'all gonna get tired of y'all of each other, and y'all gonna reveal who you are. So you can glue you and your buddies. Y'all can glue each other together all you want. Y'all can become the League of Extraordinary Idiots. But guess what? We gonna be here, telling the facts, the stats, and the truth, networking with big people, and having events for the people, not for ourselves.
So, yeah.
And I literally invited somebody during a stream to come on the Rex pit for Green to the Pit. And I screenshotted it as soon as I did it. And within seconds, they deleted it.
Mm.
Got
Hell,
proof.
look, I'll throw some names out here. Every Falcon content creator that we've tried to squash it with told us to fuck you.
Every last one of them.
Every last one of them.
They smiled in our face and say, "Oh, we don't have a problem with you," and said, "Yeah, fuck y'all."
And I want you
guess
to
what?
go
That's
and you want to know the main ones? Go back to AFN, go back to the old videos and streams, and you'll see who I'm talking about. And if they, and like you said, and the thing we always say is, if you got an issue with any of us, tell us. I don't need to be going around looking through everything or getting damn messages about what such and such this person said about me or Mike or or Juan, or Blackberry, or Coach, or anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a personal problem with what we do over here, there's one or two things you could do.
Man up.
Man up
Or shut up.
or shut up, and do not use your significant other to fight your battles.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
Just saying.
yeah. That's called
Stop
abuse.
fucking texting me, okay? Stop fucking texting me. Stop fucking calling me.
Look,
Right?
and I'm gonna say this from all of us. We care about putting out proper content. We care about educating y'all. We care about entertaining y'all. We care about the people in the comment section that care about us. We care about doing right by this fan base of the ones that really and truly rock with this team. Because it's our responsibility to make sure we get y'all what y'all supposed to have. Be it news, be it draft, be it tactics, be it film, or what have you. That's what we do.
Let me say this real quick. And like I said, I know this. See, the thing is here, man, and we like this to be honest. And I know people probably saying to themselves, like, all right, so why are y'all speaking on this? Why are y'all saying this? The biggest issue is that these people, they come to us silently behind the scenes.
Mhm.
They come to us when y'all have no clue that they're talking. Why we won't Mike, why y'all just let it go? It's because these people call us. These people hit up our friends. These people hit up our family and say, man, I love what man Mike and AFN and then K Styles and Jew Talk Sports are doing. They go behind our backs and tell everybody else that they love us and they like what we're doing. And then they get on social media and then they go to these the one time for the fan, the audio Falcons, audio like pound for pound. You see all of them combining, on screen, but behind the scenes, they telling us they love us.
Mm-hmm.
Cowards.
But in public,
Pretty
they
much.
telling us, like you said, Smitty, Low, all them folks. Behind the scenes, they quote unquote love us.
Atlanta Bird game.
Atlanta Bird game.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
in public, they trying to get our channel shut down. So, well, I ain't gonna say all that, but I'll just say it's pretty much fuck you in public, I love you in private. And like I said, it ain't just them.
It's not just them. Yeah.
No,
It's people
it's
that
a plethora.
it's a plethora of people that come in these lives that we've never seen before do the same exact thing. You can't tell us to humble thyself.
Mm.
The fuck does that mean?
Well, let me get this
It's
$5
another
super
thing
chat
that
from
we
Craig.
thought. There's a lot of stuff that we thought what was cool, and that's why I said these same people that y'all see, these people, look, we got their numbers. We have their numbers. We
Well,
we literally have the.
well,
I do. I do. I
yeah,
have
you
these guys.
Look, before we get to this,
I say this. They got all y'all numbers. They got me blocked on everything. So
well,
that's
look,
very
before we get to that, let's get to this Fred Butts $5. Appreciate the super chat, man. He said people are so negative about the Falcons, it gets old. Now I appreciate y'all. And like I said, this right here is
Fred,
what
my dog. Fred, my
yeah,
dog. I love
this
Fred.
is now let's not confuse it. We don't all agree on everything, which we shouldn't. But at
right.
the end of the day, we got one purpose, and that's to make sure you guys get what y'all supposed to have. And and,
It's the
and, and to
truth,
all the
man.
detractors, ain't no hate. Thank you for the hate. Thank you for the back talk.
Mhm.
Because guess what? You putting our name in other people's mouths. Thank
Just
you.
ask them why they can't answer the question. Why they can't answer y'all questions. They y'all asking us the question and he give you exactly what to say. What we saying. But you ask them, they don't know nothing about nothing. We positive. We ain't got time for it. But in the back scene, you talking to Miss Maggie and saying this when you see her at the games and all this type of stuff. I love what you're doing. We're gonna hook up. Next thing you know, two days turn to 2 weeks, and 2 weeks turn to 2 months.
Now,
say, oh, I'd like to work with you, but I can't do anything past 8 o'clock, and then fuck around and do everybody else's show after 8 o'clock. That make sense.
Well, but look, no,
Just saying.
look at this. Proof is in the pudding now. Dre Murphy, look at that. Sounds like a bunch of two faces to me. Okay, next one. Look at this. So y'all don't think it's just us. You know what I'm saying? This is what people see. So before y'all run tell that, make sure y'all tell the truth. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. See? No. Look. I just want this to be seen.
No.
You see what I'm saying? So
No.
so this is so people see what we see. Don't think you're tricking anybody. You're only fooling yourself. But we love you anyway. We don't hate you.
Whole ass.
but like I said, man, solo dolo. Like I said, that's why we always say, man, we all we got.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, man, this is all we can control. I don't mind differences of opinions. I love conversations on them, and we have great shows and conversations about it. But at the end of the day, the main reason why nobody takes this shit seriously is because the community is broken.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I'll take that back. No, the community is not broken. They broke us away from the community. So we got to do this.
Yeah.
Well,
and I'm fine with that.
Just some punk ass motherfuckers, man. Stop being some big whole ass motherfuckers. And everybody look, I'm willing to talk to anybody. Coach willing to talk to anybody. Warren, K Style, Mike, Big Wheel, the Lockness. I mean, we all willing to talk to anybody. Maggie, especially Maggie. Y'all know Maggie really, she just wants Maggie don't play no game, but Maggie really just want to chill. Maggie ain't with all that bullshit.
Mm-mm.
Well, look, let me get 199 from Jay. Let me get.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah, it's John Sinclair 199. Thank you for the super chat. He said, "You guys are the reason I'm still a Falcons fan," and there
that's
it is.
Big, man. That's big right there, John.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Bro. I love it.
I mean, at the end of the day, we gonna say things. We say shit to each other that's hurtful, but it's in good spirit.
I can't stand these motherfuckers half the time.
I don't like that.
If you getting your feelings out, if you afraid, this is what I have more respect for. See, when I invited dude from Atlanta Bird Gang, I can't remember his name, but the dude that's always out of focus on the damn show. When I invited him onto the Rex pit for bringing to the pit, and he deleted the damn message within seconds. I'm so glad I took a screenshot. But when he deleted the message within seconds, look, man, I have more respect for you if you just tell me, look, that ain't my speed, Blackberry. I don't like how you talk to people sometimes. I don't like how some people on your panel talk to folks. I have more respect for you if you just said that instead of tucking your tail and hiding like a little biatch. This ain't look that punk assness. Like I told my fellas here, I say that punk assness. I didn't know it was real until I got into this damn podcast and shit.
You step on a lot of tender feelings doing this.
Well, when you go against the popular narrative, that eventually what ends up happening. Yeah,
I went one solo Southside. I can't remember. It's the dude that be hosting it. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Lord.
But look, what we're gonna do is like, man, it's going on. We're almost 2 hours in. What I want to do is we're gonna start winding it down because we didn't bash y'all over the head with enough common sense tonight. But look, man, what I want to say is we appreciate you guys for tuning in every week with all of our shows. Y'all got families and stuff out there. Y'all got stuff y'all want to do, but y'all make time to check us out, and we appreciate that from everybody on the panel. Listen, we about to go into another arena, a bigger arena. So we have grown beyond all this foolishness that y'all see from all these other content creators. All right. So with that being said, man, let me get this $2 Fred Butts, and then we gonna get up out of here. Fred, boy, yeah, boy, we about to have $40 up there.
Listen, JR gets mad when you call us crying.
Okay, get some tissue. Get some tissue.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, man, it's quite a few of them in here that's probably gonna go end up running tail that. I see a few of them. I see what just came in here, so I already know what that's gonna be about. So
he can't wait to tell, goddamn.
He can't wait to tell him.
I ain't seen your ass in a long time, and you you coming here just to see what's going on.
No. This is what I want you to tell whoever you're gonna tell. Hey, Miss Parker.
Hey, Miss Parker.
Since you want to do all that pillow talk. Hey, Miss Parker.
You can.
I know y'all. I know a certain person snitched on the live, but look.
Yeah.
Again, it's all what we do over here, and like I said, what we do over here, man. We have debates, and debates get heated. And if you cannot stand a debate, this ain't the channel for you. Just stop watching. If you can't handle a debate and getting cussed out and getting called a dumb motherfucker, what the fuck are you even on? Why are you watching? This is what sports is about. That's the whole point. Sports is about is debates. Look, I'm gonna call K-Style. What the fuck are you talking about, K-Style? That's dumb as hell. We say this shit on a daily basis. But when we shoot shit, oh, here we go, man. Mike at war again. No, Mike is just shooting shit. This is a debate, man. This is what debating supposed to be. You gonna get called dumb. You gonna get called smart. You gonna get called intelligent. You gonna get called all types of stuff. But it's a debate at the end of the day. So if you cannot handle a debate and getting called a dumb motherfucker, or Blackberry said, you stupid motherfuckers. If you can't handle that, get the fuck away from Mad Mike Sports and AFN. It's that simple. You don't have to watch.
Like I said, just like the Atlanta Falcons, everybody over here on AFN is not a hostage situation.
Nope. It's a choice, not a service.
It is a choice.
Right. A lot of those people are full of this right here.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So look, man, with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to the ATL Sports Endgame, where we basically break down what's the endgame. Like I said, make sure you guys tune in to Coach in the morning. It's the Bird Feeder, right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
Bird Feeder.
Like I said, Coach gonna have something good, and make sure you guys tune in to Sunday. Gonna be the regulators, so we're gonna be breaking down the last of the stuff going on into the new week. And listen, pay attention because free agency is coming up. And like I told y'all, Falcons about to do some disrespectful stuff, so y'all stay tuned. But look, man, we out. Get y'all back y'all evening.
Yeah, go snitch. All right, please go goddamn snitch.
Hey, Miss Parker.
Shout out to Trey Young and the Hawks taking care of business.
Man,
LeBron, and tonight, KD
yes,
and Devin Booker, and tomorrow, Steph Curry in the crew.
Oh, goddamn.
That's going to be a game.
Hey, guess what? It's all about the culture. The culture is going to tell everything. So until next time,
all about the culture. We all about the game.
Oh my God, K-Style, really?
All about the culture.
Put that in your harmonica and smoke it.
Wow.
Well, you can goddamn fuck off them black people.
I don't want to hear it. You stick it up your hoosie, what?
How about that?